Hello friends, and welcome to Fishcraft. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so very much. We're over here inside the fish market because I have been incredibly busy for the past week or so. And by busy, I do of course mean I've just been fishing. I've just been fishing a lot. In my last video, I reached 186,000 fish caught, and since then I've caught another. Oh jeez, I've already caught another 5,000. Okay, well that's significantly more than I thought. Is 191,000 fish caught a lot? I feel like that's a lot. That's not counting the enchanted stuff or the trash or treasure items. Nope, that's just a fish. And hopefully by the end of this video I will have caught even more. But in the meantime, there are a few chores that I would like to crack on with. And the first of which is, I think, adding just a little bit more life to my little town that I've got here, which is named Catfish, by the way. Now, while I really do love this place, I love the colors and I love all the different buildings and stuff, I really feel like it's lacking some form of movement. See, it's very static, right? The only things that really move around, they're all my friends, right? I've got all these different horses and llamas and stuff over here, which is all well and good, but they don't really move all that much. I want this to feel like a beautiful busy little town, right? So I've been doing some tinkering, and I've decided that I want to actually have a couple allays inside my village, and I thought that was a really good idea. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna go out, we're gonna go see if we can find some allays, and we're gonna put them in here. And I've got some pretty cool plans for. There's a llama above my head. I've got some plans for the allays. I have no idea how I'm gonna pull this off. For starters, I don't know how to do redstone properly at all. I really don't know anything about it. And yet I've decided to try to do some redstone stuff. So that's great. Oh, that's lovely. And then B, I have to go find where the allays are. I know there are outposts sometimes, right? They've got those little cages and stuff. So maybe we start there, and then maybe after that we do some form of resource collecting or something for like the observers and stuff. That sounds good. Okay, so we gotta go find the allays first. No, I don't know how true this is, but I feel like outposts and stuff, right? Those are usually in deserts. I don't have any leads. Oh, what am I doing? Outpost, multiple prison outpost. Okay, this could be it. This was definitely it. My face hurts. And now it's time for the not so easy part, getting them back home. Somehow. All right, does this work? We're full speed and rocket. No, we lost a boat. Let's try again. Well, I have come to the conclusion that this is a one boat at a time deal. So I guess I've just got to do one boat at a time. I'm not crying. It's just the rain on my face. Toe beans. Do 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 do. Ta-da! We've got 2 allays, which it's definitely enough. It's more than enough. I think you only need 1 of them, and you can just duplicate them into however many you want. But I kind of forgot about that. Before, I already gathered 4 of them, so I've got 2 of them now in a boat somewhere off in the distance that I've got to go find and rescue, because I refuse to just leave them there. 2 seconds. Toe beans. Do 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 do. Ta-da! Okay, now we've got the 4 allays. I forgot to mention that I saw a comment on my last video that suggested putting some saplings next to an observer with a bell attached to it, and it gives off a little ring sometimes whenever the sapling tries to grow. But if you hide the sapling, there it is right there. If you hide the sapling, it can't actually grow. So it's like it gives it a timer of sorts, and I can just have some bell noises next to my dock. And I thought that was a lovely idea. While we're on the topic of lovely ideas, I need to really quickly gather up all my iron that I've got in ore form, so I can make all the hoppers I've got. Also, I've got a new cat, and their name is Saturn, and I love them. I do also think I probably should go mining at some point, because, you know, it turns out I've only got, what was that, 8 pieces of deep slate redstone ore? Who'd have thunk it that fishing didn't yield any resources except for fish? Oh, I had no idea. All right, so this is what we've managed to gather so far for our redstone piece of the video. Now, I know the iron, honestly, it looks like a lot, but I don't think this is going to be enough for what it is I want to do, because my plan of action is to have a whole bunch of allays running from certain points of the village to others, kind of holding fish and like transporting them back and forth and throwing them all over the place. I don't know why. I thought that was a really cute idea, so I wanted to give it a try. So first things first is, oh, it's raining. I think the fish is gonna have to wait. I never thought I'd say that in my life. I have to do redstone. I can't fish right now. Haha, I'm professional. All right, let's jump straight into this. So here's my plan. This should be relatively simple. Is that how that happens with Mumbo? I didn't even mean to say that. It just came out. I didn't even mean to. It's quite simple, really. So we've got a note block here, and we've got a hopper chain leading all the way to another point over here. So we're going to do that first, and I'll explain as I go. But we're going to have hoppers completely surrounding this note block, and all of the hoppers surrounding it lead to just one hopper. So like this. They all link into each other, all right? And we're going to cover them up with some carpets, like so. And then we dig a small tunnel going somewhere this direction. I'm not a redstone YouTuber. I don't know what I'm doing. Round 4, here we go. Here's what I have to do. I have my hoppers hidden underneath these moss carpets right here. And I have a hidden tunnel underneath the ground that goes from here all the way over to here. And at the end of the tunnel is a dispenser. After a bit of trial and error, I think I got the hopper chain correct this time. I accidentally messed up, and I had them all linked up to each other right here because I didn't connect them to the dispenser first. But I've got it figured out now, so it should be good. So if we place some sand in this hopper, they should eventually work their way through the hopper chain that's underneath all the way over here to the dispenser. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. Now all we have to do is somehow get this dispenser to detect when something is entering it, and then fire so that the fish shoots out the top over here, and then the allay will come and pick it up and then throw it back in the hopper over there. Okay, so here's what I've done. I don't fully understand it, so I'm sorry if this is really wrong, but we've got a comparator, I think, outputting a signal of 1 when an item comes through it, and then it goes into the repeater, which makes it stronger, and then repowers the dispenser, creating a tiny little loop. Again, I'm so sorry. I don't think I understand. All of the things that have happened here today have happened just because I've just been tinkering, and I have been using random bits and observing what's happened here. I haven't Googled anything. So if this works, it's gonna be a miracle. So let's grab our test fish and let's go throw it into this hopper. It picks it all up, and then it should get spit out right here somewhere. Oh, it's spitting out. It's spitting out, but it's going underground. No, I forgot to put a block underneath of it. Oh no, I almost had it. Okay, we can still fix this. Giving me my fish back. Round 2, here we go. So we just throw all our fish into the hopper, and then it should dispense above ground right here somewhere. Come on. Yes, it works. We got our fish. We got some fish coming out. So now, if I give this allay one of the fish, then they'll pick it up and then throw it at me. Oh no, you're throwing it to the wrong guy. You gotta throw it at the jukebox over there. Come this way, come this way. Let me show you. Yeah, there you go. Now you got it. There you go, buddy. And I can immediately tell that a full stack of cod is way too much. So I've swapped it to, I think, 24, which hopefully should be enough so that no fish despawn over time. And they have enough time to get it all into the hoppers while it's also being dispensed over here, so it doesn't get despawned or anything. So now that we know this works, I just need to do it, what, 2-3 more times with all the different fish? And I did. Except I only did go and add the... Oh, great. It's raining again. And they threw it in my inventory. Keep the cod. That's yours. This isn't going well. I don't know why, but for some reason, all of the allays that I've added, they like to keep on throwing the fish into my inventory and not on the jukebox. And I have no idea how to fix this, but I guess it's still fine, right? I think it's pretty cool that I'll occasionally get just a salmon or a cod care package just dropped on me. I guess I'll just have to remember to refill the dispenser and stuff every once in a while. In the meantime, I added 2 of the allay places extra on top of the cod ones. We've got a salmon one here, and I put a pufferfish one all the way in the back. You see them working right there. There they are. It's raining, so I've got to do a little bit of fishing. I'm sorry. Significantly more than a little bit of fishing later. We should be good to move on to the next part of the video, which again is just another one of the quality of life things. So we've got 2 of the skeleton horses here that I've just brought from the skeletal horse pen because I found another comment on the video that said that I probably should have more than one of the little fish carts. That's directly behind me, by the way, because we don't want just the one horse having to take pretty much the whole surplus of all the fish transport. Right? At least the, ground and land fish transport. So we're gonna make a couple more of those very quickly. And these are the 2 horses that are gonna be leading it. I don't know. I really like skeleton horses. I never really had any before this series, but ever since I started fishing so much during the thunderstorms, these things have become very plentiful. And I love them all so much. That's enough skeletal horse talking. Let's hurry up and get to building up these little fish carts or whatever. And almost as soon as I started building, I realized that these were pretty much like a copy paste of the flower carts. So I decided to go back around once I was finished with these and do a little bit of redesigning to make them a bit less samesies as the ones that we've got literally right next to it. So I added some more color to it, and I think they turned out pretty okay. I did end up deciding that 3 probably is the most I would need right now, just because I don't want these roads here too cluttered, because there already is just there's stuff all over the place. So just 3 little fish carts over here is more than enough. And we got a secret hiding spot here too. Look at that. I didn't even realize I could hide under here. This is a perfect hiding spot for just all of the so many enemies that we've got in our little fishing village. While we're on the topic of enemies, I have a plan and also an issue. I, for some reason, cannot stick to one like specific theme or like one specific idea. I'm too easily inspired. This is a problem. While I was supposed to be working on catfish and fixing up some of the interiors and quality of life stuff, I, for some reason, have come up with the idea to add a bunch of buildings over here that are all, they're pretty much made in the same like style and stuff, because I have unfortunately once again been inspired by the games and stuff that I play, and it's been all I can think about. So it's been many days already of resource collecting that I've got just stored all over the place. However, I think this project is way too big for me to be able to fit into the rest of this video, so we'll have to save it for next time. But I was inspired once again by one of my favorite games, The Elder Scrolls Morrowind, and I honestly really don't have too many hours put into the game. But just in those few hours I've been playing recently, I've been very inspired to build kind of in the style of a little tiny town that I've been... Or, sorry, not a town. I guess it's a fishing village. Oh, wow, surprising. I'm inspired by a fishing village. Jeez. But I do have lots of plans for this area right here, and the first of which is to add a whole bunch of shacks. They're all like flat roof type of things, but I'll have to do some tinkering. So look out for that next episode, and also I'm making a tree. That's exciting. Moving on. Would you be surprised if I were to tell you that the thing that I'm going to be building in today's video is another ship? Because I absolutely wouldn't be surprised at all. While it is significantly smaller than the ones I've made in the previous episodes, I do still really like it because it is a redesign of the giant orange sail ship you see behind me there, which is from the movie Flow, by the way. I got disoriented. I didn't know where it was. It is from the movie Flow, which I also really love. So what I did was I took this whole ship and I moved it to a creative world, and I completely redrew over the top of it, and I turned it into a more medieval style, I guess, dhow or Mediterranean Latin sailboat, I think is what they're called. I don't know, some weird jargon I don't understand, but I think it came out lovely, so let's get started. So the very first thing I did was I changed the whole color from that very shiny copper to a spruce, because I mean I think it looked way better now. I really like medieval ships. And then after we did the hull, we completely reshaped the whole sails, because since the last time I made this ship, I have learned a whole lot of nautical stuff. So it definitely, I felt like needed the rework, slight rework, I should add, because despite this thing still taking what felt like 100 years to create in the creative world, I do think I could have done so much better, especially for the hull shape. I didn't change the hull shape at all. I just changed the colors. I don't know why. So this may again in the future need a redo, but for the time being, I think this came out lovely. And let's take a look back. Yeah, look at it. Really, I think I just redid the sail. That was all that was messing with me in my brain. So I'm happy to see this came out looking pretty good. I did also add a forestay and a backstay. I don't think this has room for shrouds, so I left it out because, you know, when you're building ships in Minecraft, you kind of have to simplify things. Otherwise, everything is gonna look like nothing because there's so much going on. Speaking of so much going on, hey, guess what? It's time to do some fishing. It's honestly been the highlight of my week so far. I've been doing so much tinkering and building in creative mode that I really haven't been able to do too much fishing recently, so this has been lovely. Oh, also, I am sorry if the videos have been sparse. There's been lots of power problems recently, but everything should be good now. Though I definitely don't hold me to my word with that one. We'll see how it goes. Also, oh my goodness, look at this sunset. Oh, this is beautiful. And I got my 2 ships in the background, 3 ships in the background even. I got a whole fleet now. This is some nice fleet pics. I could probably get some good monies for these. Oh no, I almost forgot to name the llamas. So we've got Fern, Terrence, Juan, Grassy, because there's grass here, I think. I think that's why that was named that. Then, of course, we have Bandit. By popular request, 3 people wanted this one named Bandit, by the way. There's no way I couldn't name it that. And then we have Lavender, and then Tina, which was named by my sister. And I think that's it. I do also need some names for the 4 allays that I've got here, so if anybody wants to give some names to those, do please feel free. Anyway, I was only able to catch, I think, a couple thousand fish this past week or so. So I'm currently at 194,815. I reckon that's pretty good. I think I was at, what, 191,000 when I started the video, and 181,000 at the end of my last video. So it's been a lot of fishing. It's been a long 2 weeks. I have unfortunately already run out of time for today's video. So I thank you all so very much for watching this episode of Fishcraft. I appreciate every one of you, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye! Bye-bye! Fish.